Today we are talking about shrinking tubes, and let's do this as a part of the project board electrical systems. See other parts in the description below. I will try to show you how I used each of these shrinking tubes in the real life, in real application on this board. I will try not to discuss tubes that I didn't use yet unless I find them somehow interesting. We will try to heat it, we will try to burn it, and do some other legal stuff with that. Let's go. And guys, let's go straight to the theory, actually to practice. First of all, what we are interested about is does it have glue or adhesive layer inside? It's usually called dual wall if it has. When we talk about marine industry, we only need to consider these kind of tubes because we are shrinking for waterproof solutions, protections, so adhesive should be inside. Sometimes it's not easy to understand. Well, it usually should be written there, but for example, I bought this part from Mauser. Actually, this is Chinese tube they sell. I don't even understand which brand, Qualtech maybe. Yeah, so I can understand there is no glue. I suppose there is. I don't know why I bought it then. So, but look, how I understand, yeah, listen. Yeah, I think you can hear. So when you hear, you especially can hear. And also, yeah, so you can understand there's something that is preventing there from sliding. I don't know how to explain. So, but I understand here is no glue, no glue. So, sometimes you can understand this by shrinking ratio. For example, here is 3:1, and all tubes I have seen without glue, they are 2:1. Yeah, and 3:1, 4:1, up to 6:1, they always glue. So at least that's what I have seen, and I never seen 2:1 with glue, with adhesive layer. So that's it. So we discussed shrinking ratio. Yeah, you can see it here, and you can read sometimes on the tube. Yeah, so this is initial diameter when it was produced, and this is supply diameter. Yeah, so it will shrink up to 12. Initial is 40, and you have to consider the rule 80-20. You can Google. I think I don't explain it well in my English, but I will explain simple. So, for example, 40 is the initial diameter, and you want to seal something with 39. No, you don't shrink it. So at least 80 should be percent. So, and opposite. So you have 12, and you have something 13. And you want to shrink. No, it's too much. So 80-20 rule, just Google it. I think you will find the better explanation. Wall thickness, yeah, you can see it's thick. It's especially thick and hard. And this is soft, and this is soft. And it's up to your application. For example, I want to seal here iSocket water sensor, this cable. I want to give extra protection layer here, mainly not against the water, but against some damage. In that case, I actually can use 2:1. Yeah, that's when you don't need to use, for example, adhesive layer or glue. But I have connector here, so I need the bigger one diameter. With 2:1, you probably cannot shrink it correctly. So what I want to say, so here, because the cable is soft, I want to keep it soft. I don't want to shrink with hard tube. I think it's this. And I think I will now include how I used this one, because it was today and I still remember what to include to this video. And guys, I should correct myself. I assumed that 3:1 without adhesive layer or without glue doesn't exist. It is. So that's why I bought this. I was surprised why I bought this one, because I was looking for 3-to-1, and I was thinking by default that this is dual wall with glue adhesive. No, yeah, I can clearly see this. And documentation, it says, yes, 3-to-1 allows you like regular or difficult shapes to seal. That's true. And nothing about glue adhesive layer. If they are, if this is included, they will write about it. So, and in this modification Q53X, they do have, and you can see dual wall adhesive lined. Yes, so immediately they show you like moisture drops, and they describe against water and moisture and so on. Yeah, so, and you have a little bit thinner, thicker wall than here. Yeah, so 3-to-1, I think it's rare case when 3-to-1 without glue, in my opinion, in my understanding. Here, guys, in auto shop you can find, for example, 2-to-1 shrinkable tube, and they are without glue. So for us in marine industry they are not suitable. And guys, look, with glue 2-to-1. You can read here, maybe more convenient language for you, with glue. So again, I was mistaken that 2-to-1 with glue doesn't exist. It is, and transparent. Nice. By the way, the price for 3 meters is quite acceptable. You have seen the process, because I couldn't tight this nut with any tool here. I could probably buy a wrench for $50, but I don't want, and I also wanted extra sealing anyway. So you can see how good this shrinking tube works. You can see it goes even under. Yeah, everything wonderful. Glue is here. It's still hot after about 10 minutes. And yeah, because I was a little bit concerned about heating too much, so I'm a little bit concerned about what happens with insulation of wires. Yeah, that's always the problem. And you have seen I put this metal piece I found just here in my garage. Here it's like a reflection level, so that shrinking tube will be also heated from the opposite side, because I cannot put hot gun there, and like a kind of protection for this plastic. And guys, so I bought just today this new SKIL, and I really liked it. Yeah, so it was 50 euros. You can see this model, 3 years guarantee, made in China. It doesn't matter if SKIL control the production. What I like, so you can set the speed up, not the speed but heat up to 7. So I use the maximum. You can set the speed up to 3. I use the maximum, but that's the most interesting feature. So it's always the problem how where to put the hot air gun, and that's extremely wonderful feature. Also, you can walk this way with shrinking. And I don't know if I already told you, that's the first Makita tool that I didn't like. Yeah, it says 550 here. I read some feedbacks that it doesn't give 550. I didn't test. I don't want to test. Maybe we'll do later. But 550 from here or from electrical one is like sky and ground. So it's totally different. You can't hit anything with this at that place. I tried. I don't remember if I included this or not. Well, I don't know yet. So yeah, I liked it a lot. And here we go. Now it's fully sealed and it's repairable. Why not? You can hit and cut it and open. But I hope I will never need to do this. Let's take a look on what they call medium wall. Medium actually is quite heavy on these two options. So I will show them apart from the application. Just hit these two to see what happens. And guys, look, yeah, it inverted, but then we can see glue, how much glue here, yeah. So, and look, crazy, yeah, that dimension and this dimension, yeah. So, for specific application, and that one is from this one, yeah. You can seal corrugated pipe 25 with this if you control the temperature. If you watched my previous parts, you have seen how I sealed this here. Absolutely terrible. So now I am doing this in the right way. I cut off from the shrinking tube the tube which is 40 by 12 with adhesive glue inside, and I will do this in the right way now. So guys, look, and actually when you don't want to use thick wall, actually it wasn't thick, it was medium wall. I'm quite surprised that it's so thick. So here, for example, because this loom was melted, yeah, so because you need a lot of heat for this shrinking tube, I would prefer thin wall. Actually, I didn't expect that medium wall will be that thick actually. So yeah, keep it in mind when you select the shrinking tube. So here was the same model but a different diameter, and I took extra care not to melt the loom here, and it seems it's fine, but still I'm pretty sure that some thin wall would be better. And here again I used the same big one and took extra care not to melt it here, and as the result actually we don't have good sealing here. Yeah, I think so. So it's actually a really thick wall. I don't know why they call this medium. Well, yeah, it's medium. So this shrinking tube I think more suitable for some like steel parts, or maybe some hoses, hydraulic hoses somewhere here where probably heating will not damage anything. I don't know actually about this cable, if it can be damaged. Yeah, so just keep it in mind. Okay. So this tape, it's vapor barrier tape. It used in construction for sealing between plastic that you put on the floor or on the walls. I don't know how to explain better. Just Google for vapor barrier tape, and it's really stick to everything. So it's so difficult even to handle. Yeah, like, well, it's very sticky, and you see it can be applied even at minus 20 degree. So there are different kind of this tape, and if you pick up the best one, yeah, I believe it's really sealing stuff well. Guys, that's absolutely not nice. Yeah, hopefully nobody see this except you, but this stuff is awesome. I will show you now what it is. So I did this way. Yeah, really terrible looking. You shouldn't do this way, but in an exceptional way you can do this, probably. I don't know. Yeah, caliper shows me here like 2-3 millimeters wall. Here I can see 4 millimeters, and here something like 4 also, where the shrinking is not ended. This size, which is 30 to 10, so in inches you can see here 30 to 10 in inches. You can watch here about $9, 8 euros price per foot, if I remember right. They just cut it on these pieces. So in this dimension, in this size is perfect for sealing corrugated pipes ADR25 or 22 millimeters inside diameter, about 25 or 1 inches diameter outside. So for 80 by 20 rule, I mentioned this in the beginning, it's quite good option. And if you have few cables here, well, 10 maybe a little bit much, but for many cables maybe okay. And the second option and basically the last one, not the last of course, but the last one in good prices, because I compared a lot, I searched a lot, is this one, ENSTO. Probably this is just local brand in Finland, I'm not sure. So you pay 11 euro per meter, about the same, but it's considered heavy wall. And guys, you can see 33 to 8, that one 30 to 10, and this is 33 to 8. Yeah, however guys, it's really heavy wall. After shrinking, it's 3.2 millimeters. Yes guys, you see, so 8 millimeters inside and really thick wall. I applied a lot of heat because nothing to protect in my case here, otherwise you need to control heating. When you cut this pipe, you should cut it separate it at a corrugation crease, yeah, or this wave, this part. I don't know what tool is possible to use to be so precise. Yeah, if you know, let me know, but I use this finger cutter, and it's especially challenging if cables are already there. If you want to seal it with a kind of conduit glands like that, I think it will go to another video. Then this cut is bad, but for shrinking tube, well, it's okay. If you know a better way how to cut, let me know in comments, please, because I need this for other sealing solutions. No guys, you can wait forever with this hot air gun. Let's try electrical one. So guys, now let's compare the result. So from on this side we see this part number Q53X tube and ENSTO heavy wall, really heavy wall we have on another side, and you can see the difference. Yeah, so this is 33 to 8, and yes, it's about 8 millimeters, and here you have to 10, and it's about 10 millimeters, and the wall, you can see it's thinner than this one. Also you can see on this edge, yeah, focusing is a problem on black, so you can see on this edge, on this edge, and yeah, it moved. Of course, in real application you should make it longer, but look also what happened with the corrugated pipe. Yeah, when a lot of heat is applied, it was my mistake, not here I didn't care, but in real application probably I already included this before this part, or maybe it will go later. So my choice, I think, will be this one for 25 corrugated pipes. It does sealing. The only problem, if you have a few cables that cannot be sealed by this dimensions, you need to make a longer cut and you need to push while it's hot for better sealing of the cables. I will try to do this now on the real application and you will see. So now let's burn it. So as you have seen, it's flame retardant, yeah, so it doesn't spread fire, of course, otherwise no, these all certifications, so everything is fine. And this one without adhesive layer, actually not 30 but 25, so 1 inch to 8 millimeters, not to 10. Well, I will just burn it first, then try to shrink it, and that's it, nothing more with that one. So you have seen as soon as I remove flame, it stopped. So that's the correct way. And everything is dry here, no glue. Actually, I expected another one, and I just received it. So I received it later. That is another option. 3512 from Tyco. I will show you first part number. So it's 3 to 1, price €11, 11 and a half. So that's the option, and it's called medium wall. And yes, guys, it's not soft. Yeah, neither it's too hard, like for example, ENSTO options. Yes, so it will be interesting to see how it goes. These are parameters. So yeah, it means recovered wall thickness. Somewhere like, okay, I think it's that one. Yeah, 2 millimeters. So that might be an interesting option. Let's first try to heat it alone. Yeah, and maybe again on the piece of 25 millimeters corrugated pipe. I remind you this piece from previous experiment with two other shrinking tubes, and now I will put this one, and I will try with the softer corrugated pipe. This one was hard, medium hard, and it's better actually. So I think I will include this to my another video about corrugated pipes. I will try on the soft one this time. Well, guys, you have seen it's run off out of this tube. Yeah, I don't know, maybe the wrong process. It was just experiment, but low. But see, it melt also. Yeah, and diameter in compare with this one, yeah, almost the same. No, diameter is bigger one, but the wall is almost the same. Of course not the same, but almost. Yeah, I think this is still the preferable option for the corrugated pipe. Yeah. And so let's try all three options. I think we will try all three options here. And on the corrugated pipe, I want to use only this one with thin wall, in my opinion, a thin wall. This one, part number here. So I put it here. We will try, and actually I will first try to hit with Makita here. I don't want to provide AC power for this skill. Let's see if it will be successful. Probably it will be just a bit longer than normal. So guys, look what I'm doing now. I'm going to place this iSocket temperature sensor specific inside this corrugated pipe. Why? So to monitor heat temperature of the cables. When you put cables into the corrugated pipe, you create a cooling barrier. Yeah. So they produce more. Well, they don't produce, so the heat will be more. When you create your circuit, you should consider this. When your cables inside a corrugated pipe, then you should consider this heating. And I want just to monitor it. So I'm going to place this iSocket sensor inside, and then I will connect it into iSocket. So it's different story. I should have been thinking about it early. The idea came to me later. It's quite tough there. I think I put it up to that point, something like that. So we still have a lot of cable here, but let it be this way. I think I will put the second one to another tube. Well, I think you noticed that I could use my hand right after heating, so this Makita, no, it's not for this job at all. Well, it's questionable how good it sits here, but more or less okay, but not here on the wires. There is no good sealing, I know it. We need to apply a lot of heat, and I guess we need to use a thick wall tube here that will produce a lot of glue and will seal it better. So I'm going to put extra pipe to here, extra shrinking tube to here, and heat it with the normal electric hot air gun. So after comparing our tests, I think I will use this Tyco tube instead of ENSTO, because it looks to me that it's a bit dry, and here is more glue for sealing cables, and we have several cables, and I think they are good for this diameter, so I will cut from that one. Yes guys, look how much glue we have here. Well, and I think quite enough there, and you cannot touch this easy with without gloves with this hot air gun. So yeah, it does a job pretty well. No, there is no 500 degree from Makita at all. Yeah. So I think that kind of sealing here is fine, and I hope I haven't damaged any cables. Yeah, not pretty nice, quite long, but okay. As really, I meditated and I think I don't like this result. I don't think that sealing is there between cables. Well, in that case, I don't expect water on the level where these cables will be installed. Of course, I want to be able to wash here with the jet wash, and it's okay. But there, I think it's not in this video, but in another one where I expect water. That's why I have water sensor there for detection. iSocket water sensor for detection water flood. So I expect water there, and there I put extra vapor barrier tape. So I probably don't want to do this here, but if you know a better solution, I don't know. It should be shrinking tube with really a lot of glue, and I should rely that glue all is melt and sealed everything around, and it's like a compromise between a big tube with a lot of glue and a lot of heating needed to melt this and not to melt the corrugated pipe. So I don't know another solution other than put extra tape, vapor barrier tape, as I did there. So if you know a better solution, just let me know. But now we are going to this part, this mess of cables, and we will try a tube there. I will explain now. So guys, here it was another project where you could see all this stuff, what I'm doing here about this cable glands from the floor. I have a lot of cables here. I don't expect to remove them, to change them, to repair them. I hope I will protect everything with fuse correctly. So I want extra sealing here. And my idea to put a tube here on each of cable glands, as we did here. I think it was in this video. So as we did it here, in the same way, and I will use this Tyco and ENSTO, two of them. I don't want to use this thin wall tube here. I think we will see. So I hope we are not get on fire. Yeah, let's go. Well guys, I told I don't use the third one, but I use all of them. The last one is ENSTO, then Tyco, and then this, I think it's Chinese one, but Mauser sell it, this one, the last one. Yeah, it's Chinese brand, I think. Not sure. Well guys, quite a challenging place, extremely challenging. So conclusion, yeah, so this is this, I think it's Chinese version, yeah, that one. So Tyco, look, well, you have seen I applied so much heating, but it still didn't melt and didn't shrink here finally. Well, I just rely that water level will be not so high here. Look, ENSTO, our local Finnish manufacturer, was the best one actually. So it's returned to original size quickly. Yeah, all of them are trying to rise up. You should remember when you heat them, they are shrinking not just by diameter but also by the length. So, but ENSTO, Finnish, local, Finland, made in Finland, yeah, so the best one, the same like iSocket. That's why I give the chance for ENSTO. No, I put the ENSTO for other one, for other three, and I gave a chance again for this one, I think Chinese one, like here. Yeah, I don't care too much about not shrink it Tyco because I have water level sensor from my socket that will notify me earlier. I don't want to show you the process anymore because I need my second hand to push them down. Yeah, I will show you the final result. Well, so the best one actually still ENSTO, made in Finland. Yeah, so our local one, first, second, third, and the last one. Yeah, that's the most, the best ceiling after all. So the third one, you can see it's raised up as well as on the red one. I tried to push it back down. No, it doesn't work, so I think it's shrinking by the length too much. Yeah, made in Finland is good. I decided to test another one, tube for 25 millimeters corrugated pipe. I will now including my shopping. They have a strong fan there, strong noisy. We will then get back here and I tell you more. So here, T tubes. This doesn't fit, but they have bigger model, but they are over 20 euros. So I don't want to test them. It's a kind of soft. Looks nice, yeah, but they're too expensive. Anyway, I want to buy them. They're expensive. Yeah. So here we have Titan. That's the last one I want to test. I think this one. Yeah, medium wall. That will fit the tube, the corrugated pipe, and it's about 16 euros. So that's the last one I want to test. So here we have this on the table. I don't know if you heard what I told in the shops. So I'm considering those tubes for corrugated pipe 25 that are within 15 euros, mostly within 12 euros, dollars. It's the same rate right now. So this is exception 16, 17 euros, but it's okay. So the last one that I'm going to test, because we didn't test HellermannTyton yet, and it's interesting, it's 32.8. I like this, so I will put it now together with our experiment on Tyco tube. So on this side first, then I will try this in real application on another corrugated pipe, not on the cable glands, because they are already done. So it is like medium wall, 4:1. They have a heavy wall that I don't like. Yeah, so medium wall will get to 2.5, and you can see, so it's operate below -55 Celsius. That's absolutely nice. So I expect very good result from this one. Yeah, let's first try here on the table and then in the real application. Wow. Well, guys, it's again moved away, but that's not because of the tube, but because of me. Yeah, so I decided to keep it open here to show you how much glue is there. So That's the point. I like these tubes. In the second part will be about their small tubes. I already recorded. It doesn't fit to this video. Too much material. So, and there we will see that they also have this HellermannTyton. They have a lot of glue inside their tubes. So I think that probably even will be preferable choice instead of ENSTO with the thick wall. Yeah, so we should try this in real application and see. So guys, look how many glue is there. It's blocked even the pipe. You don't see anything through. So I guess that will be the winner for sure. So up down to 8 millimeters, the only minimum you can do from 30, and with so many glue and not heavy wall. Yeah, it's strong of course, but it's not heavy. It's medium wall. I think €5 more, and it does its job. Yeah, so I think that will be the winner. I'm sorry guys, I will not show you the real application because I will use conduit glands for other tubes. So according to my design, I found that I don't need to seal anything else. So sorry, you watched the theory when I hit it, and that's it. And I think it's actually time to make a kind of conclusion because we have a lot of material here. And the next part, I'm going to do this switching box, and there will be medium-sized tubes, transparent tubes, red tubes. I have a project here. I'm going to do it right now. So it will go to the next part. So subscribe in advance, and let's try to make some conclusion. So here we have all them four. So basically we have 4 options. Well, if you are not in Finland, probably you have 3 options. So here was ENSTO. That's supposed to be the winner. Yeah, it's small diameter for cables, it's fine, but it's too fat wall. Good for shrinking. Yeah, this from Mouse. I don't know why I decided that this is Chinese brand, I don't remember. So a kind of thin wall. It's big diameter here, so difficult to seal cables, but still a kind of interesting option. And then this Tyco that I didn't like at all. Yeah, it seems to have a lot of glue, but shrinking quality is quite questionable, as you have seen. I don't know why actually. So, and that one that we didn't test in real application, but I think it's supposed to be the winner when we look at how it blocked with a lot of glue the channel. So HellermannTyton from the UK company. So I think this is one of the best choice that you can buy if you cannot find ENSTO, or even if you can find ENSTO. That's all, no other conclusions. And I told that red and transparent we are going to review in the next part, but I will still show you now how I applied this transparent one. I applied this on this NW13 corrugated pipe when I sealed a cable in this pipe from here to there for battery charging. I want to have chargers there, and I will include an inspection video about this, and then a final result, quite short video, and then inspection video for these pipes that I put here and there, and that will be all in this video. So like in advance, subscribe, and see you next time, next part. Thank you, bye.